All right, welcome back everyone to the MUSA debates for the MUSA 20 elections. This time it's going to be for the School of Arts and Social Sciences representative, both male and female. So yeah, we're going to quickly run through their opening speech. We're going to be questioned by their candidates, and then we'll have Q&A from the viewers. So if you're watching, please ask your questions. Jeff and Imthisal will answer them later on, and then we'll end with a round of closing statements. So, yeah, without further ado, introducing our School of Arts and Social Sciences representatives, Jeff and Imthisal. Go ahead with your opening statements.
Hello everyone, good afternoon, and my name is Imthisal. Some of you guys call
And,
me Nani as well.
and I'm Jack.
We're currently both Year 2 Sem 1 students, and we both started off in the October intake. So we are, I think, very lucky to have had the opportunity to experience both online and on-campus learning. And to talk about us, we would say we're both really passionate people about the things we do. And I think it's very safe to say that we are both very sociable, especially Jeff, and approachable. So I guess what we're trying to say here is that you guys please don't hesitate to ask us if you have any queries or questions about anything. As you're aware, we're running for the School of Arts and Social Sciences representatives for the year of 2021. This year has continued to be proving to be a tough year for all of us, with the pandemic hitting us really, really bad. And as students who have experienced both on-campus learning and online learning, we both have experienced some kind of struggles and difficulties in the academic year. So with that in mind, we aim to facilitate positive changes to address our concerns effectively, your concerns of the SASS community effectively.
We are very honored to be given this opportunity to run as candidates for the School of Arts and Social Science representatives for the academic year of 2021 under Adjunct Party. Well, most of you may not know us or may have run into us once or twice, but we hope given this opportunity, we can get to know our community a lot better. Despite the global pandemic, this school year will go down in history as online classes have become the new norm. Although it may come with benefits, we cannot deny the many struggles we face. As one of these students, it would be our pleasure to represent the students of our faculty. The past few months have been difficult and with little to no change regarding online classes. We believe our concerns need to be addressed. As of this moment, approaching SASS representatives is not as easy as it should be. With the constant changes in the leadership, it causes the confusion and lack of clarity to the community. We strive to change this and ensure that communication between us and the community will be easier. Although change cannot be done overnight, we believe that our manifesto will help trigger this change.
Um, Moving on to the changes Jeff and I have been talking about. We firstly want to address to make the linkage between the students more stronger. Basically, we're trying to talk about revamping the bridge between SASS students, the faculty, and MUSA to raise your concerns. Currently, we feel like the bridge that exists between the faculty, students, and the MUSA is not as strong as we would like it to be. So we feel like students hesitate to come out to voice out their concerns, to clarify the doubts and their queries. So we wish to make that bridge stronger so that you guys do not hesitate to talk to us about any questions you guys might have, and help you guys raise that concerns if it's in regard to the faculty or the MUSA, to make sure that your struggles are combated effectively. Second of all, the next change we want to bring about is to be your helper and to make the SASS community as safe as possible. What we're trying to say is we want to encourage SASS students to reach out to us with difficulties, especially in their mental health with regard to the COVID-19 situation. Speaking of personal experience, it has been a tough ride, especially being an international student and being away from the university. It has been a difficult time juggling academic with the whole situation. So we want to make sure that you guys are not alone facing these difficulties, so that you guys can reach out to us in light of the situation, so that you guys know you're not alone, and then we are there for you as well. So we have also planned, me and Jeff, to hold some kind of sessions like psychotherapy sessions with a professional. We plan to do so in a way that if we are given the opportunity to run as SASS reps, we would be asking around to see what are the areas that you guys need help in pursuing your education, your assignments, or whatever, and to get some professional help, like an awareness session in terms of mental health, so that you guys know to combat it more effectively.
Our third manifesto focusing on making honesty our best policy. Transparency is key for our coordination and communication with you. This will be done by utilizing messenger apps to address your concerns on a more personal level. And as your concerns are vital for the improvement of our community, you can expect honesty from us. Our fourth manifesto introduces the 4 C's, which are communication, coordination, confirmation, and clarification. To be able to successfully address your concerns, we believe that this is the minimum standard. We will be implementing this method within our team as well as our communication processes with the SASS community. Lastly, all of our manifestos can only be achieved with discipline and dedication. We hope to gain your trust by showing you the backbone and process of how we work. We guarantee that we will practice discipline and dedicate our time to ensure the community an enjoyable student life experience through social events, social media engagements, and many other things we have planned for you all. And that is all for our speech. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so first of all, just before we move on, I would like to request Jeff to try and at least try and reduce the background noise in this area or speak up, because the sound quality is apparently a bit difficult to follow. So yeah, just a reminder there. Well, next one we'll be moving on to the next part of our debate session, where we get previous office bearers to come in and ask questions to the candidates. Unfortunately, Liana, our current SASS rep, couldn't make it today. So instead, she has appointed the SOIT rep, someone who's slowly becoming a bit of a regular on our show here, Hyqel, to come in. So if we get Hyqel on stream, there he is.
Hello.
So yeah, feel free to ask. Thanks for coming back on. Feel free to ask questions to Jeff and Imthisal.
Hi guys. Wonderful speech, by the way. Like what Hareesh mentioned, I'm just here to represent Liana. I'm not going to ask you any IT related questions. She had a list for me. So the first one is, let me just put it up right so I can really see it. So how do you intend to better incorporate external organizations collaborations in your upcoming plan as your term as reps in 2021? That's the first one. I'll let you answer that first.
Jeff, do you want to go first?
You can go ahead first.
Okay. So external collaboration, I think that's one of the things I just talked about. We want to bring about any kind of help that could use for our students. So one thing we talked about was bringing someone from the outside, some psychologist or someone of the professional field, so that students are aware of how to tackle their mental health with regard to the COVID-19 situation, especially with regard to the COVID-19 situation. We've also planned to have company trips with regard to their students, the fields the students want to pursue. So we plan to do this especially in collaboration with other schools as well, so that the students get an idea of what fields they're going to be in, what responsibilities they're going to bear after they step out of university life. That's it.
Okay, I guess that's the answer. I guess you have answered the question. The next one is, in terms of establishing a solid partnership, what values do you put first? Maybe within departments or within your subcoms or within multiple departments. Like what values do you put first?
Can I answer this one? All right. We believe that the student life and student experience is number one in our priority list, especially during these times where they wouldn't be able to engage in a more physical environment with other students. We would want to focus more on how the students would enjoy their learning environment at home, even during online classes.
Oh, do you want to add anything else in this one?
I guess what we talked in the manifesto as well, we value honesty. We assure you that whatever decisions we make, it won't be just the both of us, me and Jeff, making a decision. We will make sure that your concerns are heard. We will make sure that your concerns are valued. So we will be incorporating what you guys' feedbacks, your thoughts, your comments in whatever decision we make. And we will make sure that whatever decision we make is transparent so that you guys know there is no bias in it.
Okay, so this is the last one. You've mentioned in your speeches that you're gonna be putting the students' welfare or students' well-being as a whole. If first things first, right? But the next question is basically talking about within the faculty. So how do you see SASS, School of Arts and Social Sciences, how you see yourself being more involved in academic issues by within the faculty besides your academic progression committee and your staff student liaison committee? What other academic things you all think SASS should be more involved in?
Um, According to our third manifesto, I think I mentioned about how we would be able to engage in the student life, or we would be able to address the students' concerns, especially inside the faculty of SASS, by doing it on a more personal level by utilizing the messenger apps, for example, Telegram, which we'll be using in the future to address the concerns of the people. And from there, we would able to engage in the students on a more personal level, and we can respond to them at a more personal level as well. And maybe, in the future, we can give them the answers that they want from the faculty or from the admins.
So your question, your answer is basically around building a platform for students to give feedback regarding the academics and whatnot. Then you will forward it to your faculty. Is that how am I summarizing correctly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, basically being that bridge between the faculty and the students so that the concerns are raised to the appropriate departments to combat them.
Correct, guys. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right. So if Hyqel hasn't got any more questions for Imthisal and Jeff, I guess we'll be moving on to the public Q&A. So if anyone has any questions, the 24 people who are watching right now, you can feel free to drop questions in the comment section now, and we'll ask Jeff and Imthisal themselves. Anyone? Floor is yours. In the meantime, if Hyqel's got any more questions as well, he can ask while we wait.
Okay. I guess I could ask something related to collaborations since no one is asking anything. Hi again, guys. Sorry that I'm back again. But can I just ask, like, what kind of collaborations do you guys intend to have when you? I think you mentioned something about school collaborations, right? Or am I seeing stuff? But yeah, what kind of collaborations do you intend to have within the other schools during your term?
Jeff and I have had some ideas about planning some kind of like a relaxing trip somewhere, like an outing with kind of an outing with another school. So it's kind of like a chill session. We go out to like maybe a place and we just hang out and just cool off, something like that. That because we've talked about being really professional about going on company trips and all. So that's one way we could collab with one of the other school members as well, faculty. So we've talked about in another way where we could just relax and hang out and not talk about anything academic in that wise. That's all for now, but we hope to incorporate more after we get feedback from the rest of the SASS community as well.
All right, Hareesh, I'm done. No more questions from.
Well, if that's the case and there aren't any more questions, or at least this is the last call for the 23 viewers we have right now, you can ask your questions. If not, we'll end the debate right here. So yeah,
Closing statement.
thanks for yeah. So if you Jeff and Imthisal would like to go ahead with their closing statements, and then we can end the debates.
In light of the COVID situation, we have decided to make the mental health of our community the first priority, and especially during their adaptability to the physical learning environment later on in the future. Transparency between us and our community through engaging communications will obviously be needed for this.
Um, all in all, like Jeff said, we as SASS representatives are willing to bring about a positive change. These changes include trying to battle the existing communication barriers within the SASS community, giving a key priority to transparency, being the exemplary student advocates that you guys want us, while at the same time trying to make university life as engaging, exciting, and interactive as possible. And we both definitely cannot do it alone, and hence we need your help to do so. So thank you for listening to our speech, and we hope you all have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. That's all there is. We'll end it there. So thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for all who turned up to watch this. And yeah, we'll see you next time for the next debate at 5:45 for the School of Medical Health and Sciences reps. So yeah, see you guys.